Hello and welcome back to yet another video, and today we'll be talking about Windows 8 as well as all of its upsides and its downsides. So first of all, let's do the downsides. So first of all, one major issue of Windows 8 was that your computer just wouldn't go to sleep after you had told it to after a set amount of time. This was very concerning to users as they thought that Microsoft could be spying on you and possibly stealing your data. This was all dismissed and these bugs were later fixed in Windows 8.1, although they still happened occasionally. Secondly, there were frequent crashes in Windows 8 and the, infamous blue screen of death. And Windows 8 said that this was because of driver issues, even though none were present. So this is just another little quirk that made Windows 8 difficult to use. Now, the biggest thing for me using Windows 8 was the UI and the full page start menu. This is confusing to navigate, seeing as the start menu and the desktop are both centers of the operating system, and it's kind of tricky to figure out where to go, and it feels awkward. This was hard for many Windows 7 users to switch to because they were useful to the friendly Windows 7 UI. Although this provided a good starting point for Windows 10, which in many ways is similar to Windows 8's UI. Next, here's an issue that actually hasn't been fixed or hasn't been addressed in Windows 10, which is that the Settings app and the Control Panel are two separate apps, even though they do similar things. I definitely think these should be combined into one unified app. So that's just a little bug that I think Windows should fix. So now, let's go through the benefits. First of all, performance-wise, Windows 8 is actually faster running some processes, such as boot times or loading times. Although for general gaming or editing workflow, Windows 7 is a lighter and easier to run operating system. But for some things, it is faster. Another thing is that Windows 8 is actually great on tablet. It has 100% better touch input than Windows 7, and its operating system is a little bit more cohesive to tablet users. Next, another good thing about Windows 8 is that it has better integrated apps, such as the Mail app or the Calendar app or Photos. So these are very useful and do help the user experience. This definitely helped Windows implement these features into Windows 10, as they could kind of see where to build off from for Windows 10. Yep, so the biggest thing is customization in Windows 8. There's tons and tons of options you can choose from, dozens of colors, lots of preloaded pictures that you can add to be your screensaver. So customization, I think, is a really great thing that Windows has. And lastly, there is one unified Microsoft Store where you can go and download all of your games, all of your software, all of your media, and that's very simple, and it would be used in Windows 10 and maybe beyond. So I think that's a great thing that Windows 8 has. So here I'll go through some key points of Windows 8 and some of the kind of overarching themes. So first of all, it was very difficult to use, a complicated UI, and just not a great user experience. And secondly, it's kind of in a tricky place, where it's between the still popular Windows 7 and the modern new Windows 10, and nobody really kind of loved Windows 8. It was kind of like people loved Windows 7 and they just stuck with it, and then Windows 8 was kind of just left behind. And it was kind of replaced by Windows 10 pretty quickly. So although these issues are present, Windows 8 definitely provided Microsoft with a platform where they could kind of test out features and see how the community would react to it, such as those apps such as Mail and Photos, or the customization that Windows 10 is also great at. So I think that's kind of how Windows 8 was useful. But I really wouldn't recommend it to anybody. But let me know what videos you want to see in the future. I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave a like and a comment. Consider subscribing. And I will see you in the next video.